Hello, Buena Vista Baptist. Greetings from Crossroads. We are so thankful for your continued missions partnership over the years. I especially want to take this chance to say hello and thank you to the Busy Bees. I'm grateful that you are considering us as one of your areas of mission focus for this Lenten season. I invite you to join us in praying for wisdom and discernment for what God is leading us into in the days to come. We are thankful that here at Crossroads, that since Virginia began reopening at the end of last spring, we've been able to continue ministering on a small capacity for families, individuals, and small groups of less than 40 to enjoy the property and to use it as a time of retreat, renewal, and reconnection to the mission to which God has called them. And yet we miss the sound of laughter of campers filling our hills and the sound of hundreds of voices lifting their hearts and their song to the Lord in worship. And we are eager to get back to that. And yet we want to make sure that we do so in a way that makes us good representatives of Jesus, good global helpers during this time. Secondly, please join us in getting excited for our summer ministry, Journey. Journey will be a camp-like experience beginning on Tuesday afternoons and going through Saturday afternoons, where we again will invite families or church small groups onto our property. They can come for just the day, or they can come for one night or the whole time. We'll provide lodging at a much smaller capacity than usual and help groups to socially distance from one another, but in a way that still facilitates Christian community. The premise of the summer is that when we choose to follow Jesus, it's not a one-time decision, or our faith is not something that we lean into only in Bible study or Sunday morning worship, but we are on a journey with Jesus. And we believe that there are fun things that we do on the mountain, arts and crafts and high ropes and learning goofy camp games and archery and all kinds of things like that, that there are skills and concepts that we can take from those opportunities and apply and put into our toolbox for what it is to journey through life with Jesus. And so everything we do this summer will be making that connection. So whether you can join us for a day or a week, or maybe have a friend or a community group that might enjoy and receive something from a ministry of Journey, we encourage you to check out our website. Details will be available starting March 1st about what it looks like to journey with Jesus at Crossroads this summer. And thirdly, as most ministries do, we are always in the need of certain donations and certain ways to help. And so right now we are specifically looking for donations of 2.5 to 3 yards of fleece. Our missions focus this summer, along with the theme of Journey, will be focused on refugees. And so we are going to be making blankets as our mission project, specifically for children of refugee families that are being rehomed in Virginia. And so if you have a connection or maybe just an old sewing room with some things that you haven't designated for another project, we would love any donations of 2.5 to 3 yards of fleece that you maybe can provide. A second donation that we are looking for are board games and card games, new or gently used. So we will still plan for most of our programming to happen outside this summer, continuing to do it in a way that we are limiting risk for potential virus exposure. And so with that, on a normal summer camp, if we're planning an outdoor activity and a thunderstorm pops up, as they do sometimes in the summer, we would send everyone to the gym, or we would send everyone to the auditorium. We are anticipating that when that storm pops up this summer, the safest option might be to split people into smaller groups and to send them to their lodging or to different spots at camp. And we want to make sure we're still providing activities to do that. And so coloring tools, whether that's coloring books, markers, crayons, puzzles, games, anything like that, some great children's books, we would love to receive so that we can share that with our families and our church groups this summer. And then lastly, one of the big projects we've been working on is before COVID started, we recognized that it was time in our gathering spaces to replace our very stained, very worn carpet in the meeting spaces. And so we are in the process of replacing the carpet in our UCROP Conference Center gathering spaces now, and we are fundraising to replace it in the Hunt Hall Auditorium. And so that's the space where most of our groups are, again, they're worshiping. It's where our summer campers program is kind of central to. And so as a ministry that of hospitality, to welcome and refresh and help people connect, it matters to us that we are putting our best foot forward. And so that would be our final fundraising project right now is we are about halfway towards our goal to replace the carpet in our Hunt Hall Auditorium. So again, thank you, Buena Vista. Thank you so much for loving us and caring for us well, and know that we are praying for you even as you join us in prayer this season.